everyone, and welcome back to Cutie Paw Girl. And today I'm teaching you guys how to render children in Blender. So first thing first is that you want to get your toddler, and I have to get an adult real quick. I always forget. Let me just scroll and get her right here. It don't matter. Okay, now that we have our mom and the daughter, you want to press the check mark and the check mark again. Okay, now that we're in game now, if you have seasons, it will show up like this. Just press any one, it doesn't really matter, and then go to any world, any place, and just press the check mark. Now that we're in game with them, you want to press escape on the keyboard, press escape on your keyboard, and press exit to main menu. Save and exit. Now that it's done saving, I'm going to go to the Sims 4 Ripper. Okay, now that we have Sims 4 Ripper up, if you have some broken CC, it'll pop up like this, but it's fine. It's just showing that's what's broken in your game, and just take it off your game. So okay, so now that Sims 4 Ripper is up, you wanna go back to the Sims, and it'll say look to the little file thing right here, and hover over it, and the last three numbers of mine is 145. So I'm gonna go back to Sims 4 Ripper and press select and scroll all the way down and 145, and uncheck these boxes because she's not a teen or none of that. She's a toddler. Oh okay, her name is Brianna, and I'll see you guys when it get done. Okay, now that it's done loading into the Sims 4 Ripper, you want to come over here. You want to come over here where it says save as DAE and click on it. Just save it, and I'll see you guys in Blender. Okay, now that it's done saved in the Sims 4 Ripper, you want to delete all these objects right here because we do not need none of these. Okay, now we have to import her into the game, into Blender. So you want to go to File, Import Collada DAE, and scroll all the way down until you find your save. And the fastest way to find her is just name her A, like with her name with the letter A, and she'll pop up quicker. Okay, here she is, and she's up for download. I'll put the link to her download in the description. She looks bad here. Ew. Okay, she has no texture. Okay, so specular right here. So you want to drag the color up right here to specular, color to specular. Okay, and then you want to go up and you press Shift A, shader, make shader, and between the materials output, and you want to get this BSDF one and go to the third option right here, the second shader, and put that right there, and alpha to fact, and Shift A again, shader transparent, and BSDF to the first shader. And then you want to go to the little materials tab right here, and blend mode you want to change it to alpha hash, and shadow mode alpha hash. Okay, and you want to go to the glass one. This one is for her eyelashes and her hair. Okay, specular, just like we did on the other one. Color to specular, Shift A, shader, make shader, alpha to fact, Shift A again, transparent, in the first shader. And you want to change the blend mode to alpha hash. Okay, now she has some texture to her. She looks like she did in The Sims. Okay, now you want to come right here. I like to change it to this one. No, this one because it's already lights in here, but I changed to this one when I start setting up the camera scene and start adding the lights and stuff, but I'm gonna stay to this one until then. So now she's just in, and we have to get our pose. Here is the pose that I will be using, and I'll put the link to that one in the description. So I'm just going to download it. Now that we have downloaded our pose, now we have to extract the pose. Let's go to my projects and downloads. Now you see it's not popping up, and the reason it's not popping up is we have to go to another tab on File Explorer and go to downloads. And right here is the pose. It's a 7-zip. If it's a 7-zip or in a zip file, it's not going to pop up. So we have to extract the file first for it to show up. And delete this one, and now it's in the folder. Now just delete this File Explorer tab and go back to the one in Sims 4 Studios. And now the pose is popping up. So now we want to get the pose, not the iPhone. Oh, here we go. Okay. This is the pose right here. And you want to change the rig. This is, when I first started doing renders, I didn't know that you had to change the rig for the toddlers. So I would extract the pose, export the pose in adult female. And I thought my blender was broke. So the baby, she would just become crunched up and stuff. Until one day I just like, oh, you have to change the rig. Cause when they make the pose, the rig was made for toddlers, and if you try to export it to female, it's not going to work. Okay, so after you save your pose, it's going to export the animation. Now we're going to press File, Append, and go to where we have saved our pose at. And my pose is called Toddler Selfie. So I'm going to scroll down until I find it right here. Action. Okay, and a quicker way to see the little dots are here, you don't have to click on it. Just go to the rig right here and press I and lock right scale, and it selects all the little, I don't know what these dots are called, and yeah, just press I and lock right scale. Okay, and some of you guys my last render tutorials asked me how did I get the 2 windows. When it shows, hold on, let me show you guys. It shows, see, hold on, you see the little like point sign arrow whatever right there. Hold on your mouse, you hold it and you drag it, and it shows me 2 windows right here, one here and one here. Okay, we'll go over here to editor type and press non-alert animation and just click the drop down and delete, oh shoot, and delete the little orange thing. Add action strip, and she's posing. Okay, here she is, but she don't have the phone yet. So we have to go back to Sims 4 Studios and go to File, Main Menu, My Project, Downloads, and go back to the folder and iPhone Toddler iPhone. Okay, where's the iPhone? Here go the iPhone right here. You can pick any color you want. I'm gonna pick this one right here, and we're gonna go to Meshes, Export Mesh, and go up to Desktop and iPhone Toddler. Oh shoot, Mesh. Okay, it's exporting the mesh. Okay, now we're gonna go to Texture and get the texture. Toddler iPhone mesh. Okay, now we're gonna go to File, Append, and we're gonna find our iPhone. It was called iPhone Toddler Mesh. Okay, and you want to press Object, and it's one Sims 4 Studio Mesh. Just click on this one, but if it's multiple ones, make sure you press Shift and select all of them. Okay, here goes the iPhone. It's just a white iPhone because we have not got the texture yet to it. So you want to go to Materials tab, minus this one, and put a plus right here, and Shader Editor, press New, and now you have this whole new tab up right here. And now you want to press Shift A, Texture, Image Texture, and you want to move it over some, and Color to Base Color, and you want to open an image. And what was it called? Toddler iPhone Mesh. No, Texture, I think. Yeah, Texture. Okay, now you have your texture and the iPhone into Blender. Now I'm going to delete this thing right here because I have no use for it. Okay, now we have to line it up in her hands. And some people make Blender scenes for Blender. I'll put some links to some of them in below. It's always kind of like tricky to line it up in their hand because like, okay, now that the iPhone is lined up in her hands, and you guys, you can use any iPhone. It really doesn't matter what phone you use. Just use anyone. But I just decided to use one that she already gave us and put in the folder for us. Okay. So now that we have her posing and everything, make sure you press Control S and save this. Toddler posing. That's what I'm gonna name it. And make sure you save it after you do anything. Like if you move the phone, just save it. So we're gonna go over here. Some of you guys last tutorials asked me, how did I get the Find Models tab? So I'm gonna show you guys how I got that. So this arrow right here, you go to Blender Kit and type in like, okay, let me see, a couch. If you want a couch, searching, see it says Blender Kit searching right there, and it's searching to see if it have any couches or anything that you typed in. Now that we typed in couches in Blender Kit, and these couches are couches that people have made, or you could go to the Sims and like we did with the phone, just go to the Sims download one and put in Sims for Studio and export it into Blender. You could do that like we did with the phone. Okay, these are some couches that people have made and for Blender, but for this render, I want to like, I don't know what I want to do for this render, to be honest. I'm going to press Shift A and cube. Okay, you guys, I don't know where I'm going with this render, so just like bear with me. I'm going to go to Blender Kit again and type in bed. Okay, on the left side of the screen, that's why I said open up 2 windows, because it's always better to have 2 windows up. So we tapped in bed, and let's see what type of beds pop up. And the ones with the locks on them, that means you have to pay for them. So that's why I'm just skipping past them, because where did I just put this thing at? This render might look like, I don't know, not that decent. Ooh, hold on, I got an idea. Okay, I'm just go over and get this mirror. Get this mirror right here. Right, move this over and scale it like right there, and hold on, press like this. Okay, she's like right, has this bed right here, but what if we get a couch and delete this bed? Hold on. Okay, just make sure that's aligned up of the wall. Oh, this couch would have been so good, but it costs money. Well, I like this one right here. Hold on. Oh, it's really big. Hold on, let's make the cube a bit bigger. We can make this smaller though, and we can scoop her up some. And make sure when you move in the sim, click over here on the rig, or if you click on her, just click on her. When I click on the rig, it's gonna do like this. So don't do that. Let me make this couch a bit bigger. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this render. Let's just get some decoration, like some toys. Okay, can we just get like a small toy? Okay, here go a wooden toy car. Where's the wooden toy car? Here we go. I just want to put this like where she's posing at, a bit like that. Control S to save, and go to render properties and put it in cycles. And render time, I'm going to put mine to 500. Okay, and if you want your film to be transparent, just press film, but you have to make sure it's in cycles. Go to film and select transparent, but I don't want mine to be transparent. And for the denoising, go to view layer properties and denoise. Okay, and now it's rendering. Okay, I'll show you guys the render when it gets done. Okay, now that's everything is done rendering, you want to come over here to image, save as, and I'm gonna save mine pictures as toddler render. Okay, I think it came out pretty decent. I like it. So this is the end of the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, become a patron down below, and if you have any questions, I'll try the best of my ability to answer them all.